Come again. Good morning and greetings to one and all present here. I am Ada.
And I am Vedika.
Representing our school, Maharaja Savai Bhavani Singh, Jaipur. And we are here today to share our community initiative, Fountains of Hope. When you look at these pictures, what comes to your mind? Yes, it's our Rajasthan with its vibrant culture, majestic palaces, painting a timeless tapestry of royal splendor and natural heritage.
But there is another stark reality. Let us take you to a village in Rajasthan, Kesa Kabas, where we first visited at the beginning of this year to distribute books and clothes to the villagers. While we were there, a group of elderly women approached us and said, "We don't need all of this. All we require is clean drinking water."
We realized that it was time to take action and find a water solution that was reliable, cost effective, and could be replicated anywhere. Hence, we started looking for organizations involved in water management, subsequently collaborating with the renowned Jal Bhagirathi Foundation.
Our team revisited the village and found that the wells and water catchment areas there were either dried up or covered with algae, emitting a foul smell. Upon chemical testing, we found that the TDS levels in the bore wells were extremely high.
Together with JBF, we decided to revive tankas, a traditional rainwater harvesting technique of Western Rajasthan which declined due to modernization.
As you can see in the model presented before you, these are underground water storage tanks with a capacity of 28,000 liters. Though forgotten with time, our team decided to modernize it by adding some innovations. Our journey began in April, and after thoroughly surveying and convincing the villagers, we have installed 120 tankas, transforming the lives of hundreds. We are even carrying our mission forward to a neighboring village, Dungar Sikabas, with many more in the pipeline.
We even developed a simple device, the Jal Chakra, to help us calculate the per family analysis of water. Our project aligns with 5 SDGs and works on reducing carbon footprint, which is the need of the hour. Now, instead of going on about our impact, we would like to show you what we have done through a small video.
बच्चा में प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, जैसे छोटे बच्चे हैं ना, उसके भी दर्द वगैरह ऐसा होता है। बोरिंग का पानी से इसमें वो जम जाता है, क्लोराइड।
Kesa Kabas, an arid village of Rajasthan, has suffered water scarcity for ages. The high fluoride content in the water is the major cause for adverse medical conditions of the residents. The quality of water is extremely poor.
उसमें जो विटामिन से जो मिलते थे अपने नेचुरल पानी में वो नहीं मिलते थे, इसमें कैल्शियम बहुत खराब हो जाती थी।
बच्चों की छोटी उम्र में जैसे बालों की प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है,
सफेद बाल हो जाता है,
खुजली हो जाती है पानी से, शरीर में पूरी में खुजली हो जाती है।
They used to rely on water cans and campers.
हफ्ते भर में एक टैंकर आता था हमारे।
And now, takas are the perfect and most sustainable water solution for them. For the creation of takas, a 10 feet deep and 5 meters long pit is done, and the hole is very well cemented. And a rooftop is added with bunch of drain pipes to collect the rainwater into takas. At the end, a hand pump is added so the water collected can be used. Constructing takas is a journey in itself, which was only made possible with the support of JBF, and it transformed the lives of villagers.
इसमें बहुत बढ़िया है, इसमें गर्म ठंडा बहुत रहता है, अच्छा गजब।
I'm sorry students, your time is up.
And finally, since our presentation has ended, we would like you to join our team of water volunteers. So thank you.
Good morning. My name is Sonakshi Sharma.
And my name is Devasya Madan.
Let's start off with a simple exercise. Everyone, please close your eyes. Now, take a deep breath. You might feel calm right now, but soon something shifts. Your world narrows and the familiar, it fades away. Doesn't it?
Now you start feeling uneasy. Am I alone? Did everyone leave? What's happening around me? ये आवाज किधर से आ रही है? इधर से या उधर से? Now this feeling, this mix of panic and uncertainty is called sensory deprivation. And students with visual impairment go through it every single day.
Now, everyone, take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. You all feel calmer now.
Now, I want you all to open your eyes. But the thing is that 250,000 students in India don't have this option. इन बच्चों के लिए ये एक एक्सपेरिमेंट नहीं है, ये उनकी रियलिटी है.
Judges, I promise you, this is not just another mere mental health project that we have. It's a revolution that we think we're bringing on. And we hope the world, or well, you all, are ready for it.
And this, it's not where we stop. This is where we start.
Devasya, I think rather than telling them all what we can do, let's just show them.
I agree. So the audience and everyone present here, I want you to ponder on these questions. The first question is, what are the positive things that happened in your life today?
What are the positive things that you did today?
What or who inspired you today?
And the last one, what are you grateful for? Really, ponder upon this question. What are you grateful for? This might seem like a very silly question to ask, but this, along with many multiple other tools, are the ones that we use for 200 plus students all over Delhi.
So, what brought us here? Let us tell you about our team member, Gaurav.
Our friend Gaurav was initially sighted. He could see, but due to a tragic accident, he lost his eyesight. He has lived a life full of light as well as one full of darkness, where he realized his name mattered less, and the label given to him, Andha, mattered more.
Now, this label was a direct correlation to Gaurav's abilities, or so thought by the society. Even though Gaurav knew he could do anything, these boundaries around him soon became too rigid, and a once outspoken, confident boy now became a shy, timid one instead.
और यहीं से हमारी कहानी की शुरुआत होती है, और हम तब तक नहीं रुकेंगे जब तक हर ऐसी कहानी की आवाज गूंजे ना. After all, जब यूथ कर चाहे तो दिशा बदल सकता है, हिम्मत अगर दिल में हो तो समाज की दशा बदल सकता है.
The initiation of Project ICANN started with the buddy system in our own school. The buddies, yani dost, help the students with visual impairments both academically and socially.
We have multiple tools that we use, such as our Zen Zone sessions, our Mind Matter session, and our Empathy sessions, all of which are done in an interactive way in real life.
We also have our own website, which has accessible tools for both students with visual impairment, and it also has audio recordings in English and Hindi.
We have created many accessible tools. One of them is the Eco Grocer that you see right here. Eco Grocer comes with a very simple social model and a not so simple science behind it. It's a supermarket cart equipped with a camera with a simple AI, echolocation, a camera that can scan QR codes, and a predetermined path on which it works using black and white sensors.
We also have the pH Sense, which is used by the students in practicals. The program, it accurately measures the pH levels and gives clear audio feedback to the students for their practicals.
After doing all of this talking, एक शायरी याद आई है.
जिंदगी के उजालों से जो दूर अंधेरा है, उसमें भी छुपा एक अनोखा बसेरा है.
काले घने बादलों को जब चीर कर एक सूरज का किरण आता है, उसी से तो इंद्रधनुष चमक कर आता है.
Thank you. I can and so can you.
Hello everyone, I am Vasvi.
And I am Arjun.
And this is Conversify. Our project aligns with SDG 3, 4, 8 and 10. We aim to promote mental well-being, reducing inequalities, promoting equal economic opportunities.
The problem that we were very well inspired by, and the problem that made us make this product itself, was the fact that there are around 63 million people who are auditorily disabled in India right now, and there are about 1.9 million people who have speech impairments in India. But the shocking fact, there are only 250 certified ISL interpreters in the entirety of India. And now to tackle that problem, we have made this glove, which we have personally enhanced. It is called Conversify, and it actually detects that sign language and converts it into gestures and converts it into text and speech.
Yes, so these are the parts that we've used. We've used text sensors, an Arduino Nano, and LCD display. So the main focus of our idea is to ensure affordability as well as practicality. Now I'd like to explain to you how does our glove actually work. So each of the fingers, if you can see over here, is equipped with flex sensors. These check sensors will check how much a finger is bent. This works because upon bending the resistance will increase. Because of this the voltage will change, and as we know with Ohm's law, V equals IR. This change in voltage is taken in by the Arduino Nano. Now a certain set of readings with different resistances for different fingers will correspond to different gestures. Finally and most importantly, this will be displayed on the LCD screen. Now, we'd like to demonstrate it to you right now.
So you could see the USB to C cable that actually connects, and then you could actually wear this as a product. It connects to a power bank, which is the power source for here. And when you wear it and actually move the fingers around, move the hand around, it actually translates it to text on the display and shows that letter and the word corresponding to it on that display right there.
Yes, now we'd like to talk to you about our social impact. So we realize that technology isn't the only way to solve this problem. We need to have societal change. To do this, first of all, we want to raise awareness. By doing this, we want to have more people know about ISL and deaf culture. Apart from that, we aim to have events like ISL poetry slams and other festivals. Secondly, for fundraising, we will be collaborating with NGOs and different businesses to be able to obtain the resources that we need to be able to produce this glove on a larger scale. Third would be community engagement. This I feel is extremely important because we want to have ISL workshops conducted in schools, businesses. Apart from that, also establish ISL clubs in various schools and volunteering opportunities.
So to elaborate more on the funding plan, when our product actually goes into its selling stage, when we can introduce it into the market itself, then what we want to do is basically collaborate with NGOs for the funding of it to mass produce it so that they can adopt it on a larger scale. We want to adopt methods like crowdfunding, etc. And we have already collaborated with an NGO called Samriddhi NGO in the Tri-City, which is actually working with us to fund it in the later stages of our product. So talking about our difference and our market competitors, basically the competition right now is there but not in the Indian market, and it does not cater to the Indian market at all. It is either too expensive or not practical enough for daily use. So basically our production price is only 1020 rupees, which scaled up could reach to maybe 2500 rupees after 32% markup, putting in labor costs and all. So basically that is all, and talking about our journey, Vasi will continue.
Yes. So our journey started with a small idea. We made a prototype and now we want to bring about social change. This is our journey with Conversify.
So no one should be left out of a conversation, and a conversation is a right and not a privilege.
Thank you, students.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to begin by asking a simple question. Did you ever think that someone could be arrested digitally over a phone call? Well, imagine this. A police officer calls you saying a delivery parcel that you have ordered has been found to be carrying illegal substances in them. Through fear, threats, and intimidation, they extort thousands and lakhs of money from your bank account. This exact incident has happened recently to a 77-year-old woman who was defrauded of 4 crore rupees when she was placed under a digital arrest for an entire month. The COVID pandemic has altered our life in more than one way. When we moved from real to digital, so did our social interactions, businesses, schooling, and especially how we conduct our financial transactions. Today, India is globally ranked 10th on the Cybercrime Index, and our digital transactions volume in the past financial year was almost 20,000 crore rupees. I recently attended a webinar on cyber fraud awareness by the Gurugram Police, where the Assistant Commissioner quoted the popular Netflix show Jamtara, you may have seen, and he said, "Sabka number aayega." Well, let me explain. If you own a mobile phone, you will receive at least 3 robocalls every single afternoon. I know that I do. Most of these calls are scammers, and several Indians have lost up to 1,750 crore rupees just in the first 4 months of 2024. Think about it. It takes a lifetime of saving and systematic investment to build a retirement fund for one's old age. And in mere seconds, all of it is lost. Much of the money never even recovers because only 5 to 7% of these cases are ever solved. This was the moment we created DigiShastra, an initiative to raise awareness about the various digital frauds that we hear and read about so that we can protect innocent people in our community. Elderly citizens and women especially are most vulnerable to being conned. But don't be mistaken, data shows that almost 50% of the victims come from well-educated backgrounds. I would like to emphasize, yes, go ahead.
We at DigiShastra conduct workshops and sessions so as to educate the community members about how to protect themselves from these online scams and frauds. This is an ongoing series of our efforts to combat the cyber crimes and criminals that are present in our country today.
We started off by conducting a survey of over 60 households from various states of India, and the survey response was eye-opening for us. Many suggestions and feedback from the respondents remarked that we should share real-time fraud cases, how they were undertaken, how we can prevent them, and they encouraged us to not only educate ourselves but also others in our journey to prevent cybersecurity.
We also distributed flyers in our neighborhood and talked to many people of various ages and backgrounds, including the domestic workers, senior citizens, and students. Then we also created a Nukkar Natak, or a street play, to represent the same, and it was performed successfully by our students.
This project needed wider collaboration, which is why we approached the director of the Martha Farrell Foundation, an organization that works towards gender justice, and she agreed to be a part of our awareness campaign. To widen our outreach, we run an Instagram page, along with an online website, where we provide informative content for our followers, along with the latest news reports of frauds that are happening in all corners of the country. Next slide, please. For the future, DigiShastra, I would like to tell you, it's a project which needs continuous work. In the digital landscape, hackers are always 2 steps ahead of the police, which is why we plan to hold an assembly in our school along with our sister schools, where we are going to be able to recruit student volunteers so they can carry forward the legacy and keep on joining our awareness drive. Thank you.
Forest doesn't need flames, it needs hope, and we are bringing it. Good afternoon to one and all present here. We, the students of PYDS Learning Academy Dehradun, extend our warmest wishes for a bright and fruitful morning. I am Gunjan Raturi, and along with me is Tanisha Dimar. Today, we are honored to present our project, which we believe holds the potential to address the pressing issue of forest fires in the neighboring villages. We hope our efforts will contribute towards finding a sustainable solution to this ongoing challenge.
So forest fire was a devastating calamity for the tribes, leaving them powerless to save their loved ones due to lack of emergency awareness. So to prevent this, we raised awareness and created water-filled pits, sparking lasting change. So a forest fire or a bushfire is an uncontrolled blaze that spreads rapidly, fueled by environmental conditions. It triggers soil erosion, landslides, and sparks the air with smoke, and it even wipes out biodiversity, and it also accelerates global warming by depleting the forest cover.
Forest fires pose a major threat in Uttarakhand, destroying ecosystems, wildlife, and disrupting communities. This project seeks to tackle the issue by establishing rainwater storage pits in forest areas, capturing rainwater to combat fires and provide drinking water for wildlife.
So according to the Uttarakhand Forest Department, a total of 11,256 cases were filed between November 2023 to June 19, 2024, and a very tragic case in Binsar near Almora claimed the lives of 4 forest department workers, and the other 4 were injured.
We conducted site surveys and discussed the idea with the Gram Pradhan, who approved it. He shared that the area is highly prone to fires and mentioned that the local forest department had hired 2 boys to monitor for any outbreaks. We selected a fire-prone area and dug pits in a grid pattern, lining them with UV-resistant polythene to prevent water seepage. The design of these pits ensured that water is distributed evenly, providing an effective barrier to control the spread of potential fires.
These pits were strategically dug near the trees, allowing us to extinguish the fire before it reaches them. And moreover, we have planned to revisit these pits for proper maintenance and effective monitoring. We have developed a website that ensures the transparency and accountability of this project, and here are the screenshots of the website.
We educated locals about forest fire prevention, emphasizing not only the use of pits but also vital measures like calling emergency services. A special thanks to the students of Social Club and our school for their invaluable support. This project, as a prototype, didn't require significant funding. Our school, with the students of Social Club and the villagers, generously provided the support and resources needed.
We successfully raised awareness about the forest fire, and the villagers took the responsibility for the pits, with each family member visiting weekly, and in case of any issue, they contact us or the Gram Pradhan. This project aligns with SDG 13 and SDG 15, offering a practical and scalable solution to combat forest fires. And by creating rainwater storage pits, we aim to foster a sustainable environment for the future, protect wildlife also. When the flames rise, so do we to put them down. Thank you.
Our initiative embraces hope, and it all began with Raima, whom we met through our peer education sessions in our adopted school Kanhai. We were shocked to learn that she was leaving the school soon. Her family had a meager income of 5,000 monthly and only one cycle which could be used for earning a livelihood or education. At last, livelihood won. The major problems faced were inadequate facilities, risks while traveling on foot, and waste of old unused cycles.
12.3% of girls and more than 35% of children can't access their right to education due to lack of transportation. I ask you, with such numbers, what kind of a future are we anticipating? We're living in the 21st century and we can't provide a basic amenity like conveyance. So our mission was clear, to provide these children with a safe, sustainable way to reach school daily. Our project supports SDG 3, good health and well-being, SDG 4, quality education, SDG 5, gender equality, and SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities. And to make our dream come true, Social Serene Foundation, We Care Foundation, and Government Girls Kanhai School partnered with us to identify such students in need.
Our plan of action is divided into three key parts. The first being Chakra Prapt, which began with the collection of old cycles through donation drives, interactive sessions in classrooms and societies, and public awareness campaigns utilizing flash mobs and flyers. Bicycles, regardless of their condition, were collected and forwarded for the next stage, Chakrasthan, which empowers local businesses. Exemplified by Lauddin Cycle Shop, which took up the initiative for doing basic refurbishments like oiling of gears, tire replacement, belt fittings, and thorough checks for wear and tear. Our team distributed the refurbished cycles amongst the marginalized students identified by Kanhai, SSF, and We Care, marking the final stage of our project, Chakradan. By 2025, we aim to support over 200 marginalized students by reusing the cycles and reducing the barriers to education, creating a sustainable impact.
This is our project timeline. Our idea was conceived on 1st May. Over the next 120 days, they were consumed in creating awareness, collecting and refurbishing the cycles. And within the following 30 days, we were able to distribute all our refurbished cycles. Coming to our crowdfunding journey, it all began with Keto. Over a period of 14 days, 30 students came together, each aiming to raise rupees 5,000, and we were able to achieve an incredible total of rupees 1.65 lakh. These funds were thoughtfully utilized in supporting porter, refurbishing cycles, and providing safety gear, ensuring a meaningful and lasting impact. Here's a small glimpse to show you our 130 volunteers promoting and supporting our cause. We were also able to distribute 85 cycles in We Care Foundation, Government Girls Kanhai School, and Social Serene Foundation. Here's a small video to show you our distribution drive.
है वो स्कूल आती है, बहुत दूर से आती है, जो आपने दिया है बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, जो अपने टाइम से स्कूल आए और रोजीना आए, अपनी सुरक्षा से भी आए।
जब अपना साइकिल निकाला तो तकलीफ होता था ना, तैयार कर दो ना। अब आपको जो ये साइकिल मिल गया है, अब हर रोज आओगे ना स्कूल, पक्का ना? अच्छे से पढ़ाई करोगे आते।
Join us in our initiative, which is very close to our hearts. Because when a girl cycles to school, she pedals towards a brighter future. Thank you.
In their twilight years, they crave for the touch of warmth, a listening ear, and a reminder that they are not forgotten echoes in the halls of time.
Good morning, everyone. We are here to present our student community initiative called Sparsh, meaning a healing touch.
Did you know that in 2014, 50% of elders in India reported abuse? 18 million elderly are homeless, and nearly half of these individuals have reported feeling neglected within their own households. These quiet sorrows often go unnoticed within the shadows of indifference, but it doesn't have to stay this way.
That is where Sparsh comes in, with a simple yet powerful mission to bridge generations. We started small by building a strong community within our own school and inviting like-minded volunteers to join our initiative.
To amplify our impact, we created a website which contains regular updates about our upcoming events to keep our members posted. We started small with our community, which was formed from the school. Now we stand strong with 120 plus volunteers. Our website contains multiple details about the multiple resources and resources that we offer. Additionally, our volunteer forms are also available.
We also joined hands with local doctors and counselors to provide the elderly with free medical and emotional consultations that they require. Their details along with helpline numbers are also provided on our website. Physical and mental well-being tips are also posted. With a core team of 11 members and 150 plus community members, Sparsh has made dignity a reality for over 100 elders.
Let us walk you through our journey, which began from the school itself. We kicked off with Grandparents' Day for the Balvatika students, instilling values of love and respect from an early age. Additionally, we sensitized Mansingh guides through special assemblies and opening their eyes to the struggles of the elderly. Our teachers also shared stories, adding a personal touch to the message.
We then got Sparsh to the stage through Nukkad Natas. We also arranged poster making competitions on the theme Bridging Generations, which allowed the students to use their creativity and compassion to raise awareness. Along with that, our wall magazine competition was also able to capture the essence of Sparsh.
Next, Sparsh extended its hands beyond the school gates, immersing itself into the heart of our community. One of our most memorable moments was during our visit to an old age home, a day filled with laughter, warmth, and shared experiences. We played games, brought homemade treats, and sang songs with the residents.
For us, it was a chance to understand the depth of connection and the power of listening. But for the elderly, it was something way simpler. An emotional connection, a little love and attention as they rise into the sunset of their lives.
We also conducted physiotherapy sessions in collaboration with our network of doctors.
Another milestone was visiting community parks where we interacted with the elders early morning as they taught us the importance of both physical and mental well-being. This taught us that all the elders truly desire is to be heard and valued.
For those in need, we also distributed pamphlets containing essential details including our helpline numbers. To add to the spirit of Diwali, we conducted a food donation drive for the residents of the Prem Niketan Old Age Home, collecting food grains from students across the school. We were able to spread awareness about our mission among students from Bal Vatika to grade 12, fostering a deeper sense of community.
We also launched a podcast giving the elderly a platform to share their invaluable experiences and wisdom. We also made our volunteers share videos of precious moments with their grandparents.
However, our journey to bridge generations came with its own share of challenges. The biggest obstacle was gaining the trust of the elderly and bringing attention to this often overlooked issue, but with time, strong bonds were formed.
Another issue was outreach. However, our solution to this problem was harnessing the power of social media. With over 40 pieces of content shared, including yoga videos, mental health tips, our podcast, we were able to gain 370 followers and reach 65,000 plus viewers.
Our efforts were also recognized by some of the top newspapers in the nation, including Dainik Bhaskar, Rajasthan Patrika, and Times of India NIE. The seed of Sparsh planted this year will be an integral part of the school's community outreach campaign. With fresh ideas from new members, the Sparsh family will continue to grow. We plan on collaborating with NGOs, schools to enhance our reach. We also plan on having more interactive fundraising events.
Thank you, students.
We choose this course because agriculture is the backbone of our society. Besides, coming from agrarian background ourselves, we have seen hardships that farmers have to face while irrigating in scorching summer or freezing winters. So, our vision is to digitalize canal irrigation to help them with this. For this, we have connected our smart irrigation system with the Kisan Sathi app. Our Kisan Sathi app will also have many other features like suggesting alternative crops for exhausted crops and ensuring that farmers do not fall prey to synchronized farming. Our SDG mainly falls under SDG 9, Industry, Innovation and Infrastructure, but it also covers SDG number 3 and 12.
Our project involves Our projects involves a bunch of technologies, and here we present some of them. We have used moisture sensor to provide the real-time data moisture level, and we have used automatic irrigation gate that will be installed at the border of every farm and the water channel. And like in human, knobs act as a message transmitter. Similarly, we have used LoRa module for data transmission.
We faced many challenges during this project, like we had to use minimum number of hardware to make it cost affordable for the farmers. Besides, we also had to make an animated prototype because for making this real prototype we will need government support and much more than that. So we have made an animated prototype. Besides, we have also designed and planned for an user-friendly interface for our Kisan Sathi app. During this project, we realized many steps which became milestones for our project, starting with the team formation, project initiation. Then we did our research in June and July. After this, we created an animated prototype for this project.
From the very beginning, the constant feedback that you are getting is that our project is an ambitious one, and we completely agree with this. And probably because of this, we created an animated prototype instead of a working model for stage 3. Then due to this, then keeping this in mind, I think with right support and funds, we can bring it into reality. And then once through funds and all, we will create a working prototype to check its efficiency in real-time situations. And once our project seems perfect, we can look at the long-term goals and we will implement in the rural areas. Then through Kisan Sathi app, we will train and educate the communities and farmers to reduce their physical hardships. And then we will also aim that canal can be operated remotely. We believe that our project has a potential to transform the lives of farmers and ensuring sustainable agriculture for the upcoming generations. Thank you, everyone.
So the first challenges was that in our first call, or Zoom call, this topic was rejected because, as you know, that this topic is very vague. That's why it was rejected. But for us, a small country like Bhutan, this thing is not vague. Like, this thing is very important for us. So thinking that, even though this topic was rejected, we couldn't just let it go because we had to do something. And this was the only challenge. So, thinking that, we still worked on, and the possible challenges we're going to face in the future is that it's going to be tough, especially the other rural schools, to convince them and to have their participants.
Every student in each class is a buddy to one another, but then we don't know who that is. And each class has 2 peer helpers. That peer helpers, they are known, but the secret buddy, it is unknown. If I am in my class, if I am the buddy and he is my partner, he will not know that I am his buddy. Okay. Only I know, and he will be buddy to another person.
Peer helpers are provided in each class, and there are only 2 peer helpers. But this program, we wanted to start slow, so we started implementing this method only in our school, and only in our class lab. So
This method was available only in our cluster. So after finding this effective, then we started to move towards the whole school.
Our teachers and students as a whole, in the mental session, we have them together. We have over 1,549 students, and those students are grouped in 21 number of students in one group each. And each group has one teacher.
Well, the counselor we talked about was an AI-powered friend. It's an AI counselor. It provides the user with a safe space so they can open up themselves and have an honest conversation with the AI-powered buddy.
First, when it was created, it would send direct answers. But then to change that in a subtle manner, we wanted the audience to have the answers in a subtle manner. So we discussed with our counselors and we rephrased the answers.
Especially this council doji and scalable game, it was difficult. Especially we had to come up with all the codes, so that was difficult. But we managed that by collaborating with one of our own peers, who is a very good IT student.
So first of all, I would like to hit you all with a thought. Food inflation in India is so high that the prices of onion jumped by 23% in just 1 month. What does that mean? What does that even mean for millions of families in India? In cities like Mumbai, Chennai and New Delhi as well. That means some basic necessities. Basic necessities like a vegetable is now out of reach for an average person in India now. So the real question arises that why should growing vegetables be more expensive when we have the ability to change the game?
So we're here today because we fundamentally believe in the power and the potential of vertical and community farming. We're also here today because we really believe that it could really change the way India grows its food.
So hello everyone, I'm Ruhan and that's Soumya, and we are here to share a concept of vertical/community farming that will bring substantial change in the future.
Vertical farming could actually resolve the problem of food inflation by cutting the transportation costs, ensuring better produce, and most importantly, locally producing food. Using 90% less water, no pesticides, and less land use, it's a self-sustainable project. We could really slash cuts in pricing by implementing this project.
Moving forward, you all might be wondering that what's in it for me? You're already thinking this is a useless concept of no use. But actually here's the deal. Vertical farming is not only about investments and all. It's about a future of food security as well. It provides a future-proof security for food and growing crops on a high level as well. So you might be thinking that it's too good to be true. But let me remind you that this vertical/community farming is already in motion right now. And it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
So here is our plan. Here's our roadmap over here. In the first year, we would implement our verticals and community farming project in our own school, and we would also train our students in the practice of this, as well as distribute our groceries in the locality. The second year, we would expand this project in the other Aga Khan schools, in the fellow other Aga Khan schools as well. In the third and the fourth year, we would expand our project into other housing societies with the help of MNCs by fulfilling their CSR responsibilities.
In conclusion, you're not just investing in this product, but you're actually fighting food inflation directly or indirectly as well. You're fighting the high skyrocketing prices. So let me ask you once again. The food prices are soaring and skyrocketing above the sky. But together we can solve this problem and change the game. So will you be there to stand and watch the problem, or will you help us to solve this problem? The future is green and so are we. Be with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning everyone, I am Vishal Ramnani.
And I am Nihar Jethwani.
Today we are thrilled to present the Awaaz app, a cutting-edge platform revolutionizing the way we hear things. Let's explore its features across various sectors.
one-stop solution for all our problems. As we all know, noise pollution is a very big problem, and Awaz app is a solution. It has a voice decibel meter which is updated every millisecond, and it can store data with location and time with date.
Problems like students face serious problems due to noise pollution during exam periods, senior citizens and hospitals get affected by the noise pollution. So we have designed a digital noise regulator which allows us to measure the noise. A cost of a professional noise meter would be around 2000 rupees. We have packed the same thing into a mobile phone, and the live prototype of our model is already ready. Next up, now let us look at our vision. Our vision is to raise awareness about the noise pollution and impacts. Our mission is to develop an application that accurately measures sound decibel levels, aiding in control of noise reduction pollution. Our USP is a pre-calibrated, highly accurate, portable sound level meter. It seamlessly measures data with date, longitude, altitude, and stores it into Google Sheets. We target our market in geographic segmentation in this manner. We target all age groups ranging from students to senior citizens. Now we come to the revenue model. How will the Awaz app generate its revenue? We are already in talk with the police, Rajasthan Police of Jaipur. They have given us faith that they will try their best to integrate our app into their servers. What they can do is, there is an app called Rajcorp app of Rajasthan government. What they'll do is, see, at the usual complaints we have कि कोई 10 बजे के बाद डीजे बजा रहा है, तो पुलिस क्या करेगी? आप पुलिस को कंप्लेन करोगे, जब तक पुलिस की गाड़ी आएगी तब तक वो डीजे बंद हो जाएगा पुलिस की गाड़ी सुन के. तो हमारे ऐप से क्या होगा, वो जैसे ही उसमें इंटीग्रेट होगा तो इंस्टेंट उसमें लैटिट्यूड, लॉन्गिट्यूड, एल्टीट्यूड का लोकेशन आ रहा है, जिससे आप किसी भी वर्ल्ड में किसी भी जगह की लोकेशन बता सकते हो. तो पुलिस के पास इंस्टेंट डेटा चल जाएगा कि इस जगह पे, इस एल्टीट्यूड पे इतने डेसिबल्स का साउंड चल रहा है इस टाइम पे. तो डायरेक्टली पुलिस को पहली बात तो आने की देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. We are already in contact with retired Superintendent Mr. Vijaypal Singh Sandhu, and we also have in contact with the personal assistant to Ms. Preeti Chandra, DSP Jaipur. Our school has provided us with an initial investment of 25,000 to develop this app. We also have the license for the Google Play Store so that we can publish this app on an individual level on Play Store. This app can be also integrated with AI and further models, which can be used at traffic signals to detect the cars that are honking irregularly on traffic signals on red lights. Thank you.
Everyone, today we bring to you Wiser. 27. So, judges, are we ready? We count the time. Students, your time starts now. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we bring to you Wiser. 27% of Indian population is financially illiterate. That is, 1 in every 4 people does not have the knowledge about one of the most crucial components of life.
As a student, can I start investing early? As a homemaker, how can I save money and still beat inflation? These are questions we often forget about, but they're the most important ones. Financial literacy is the tool through which we are equipped enough to answer these questions and achieve true financial freedom.
We first realized the gravity of the issue upon hearing the story of a housemaid who was unable to pay her daughter's school fees and fell into a cycle of debt. After a series of interviews, we realized that this problem is prevalent throughout.
Our survey with 150 high schoolers revealed that this lack of information is prevailing not just in women in underprivileged sectors but also in students.
Due to financial illiteracy, the number of victims of cybercrime are increasing daily.
To tackle this problem, Wiser was started.
We spread financial knowledge through a student volunteer program. There are two phases of this program. First being the mentorship program, where our volunteers are mentored by financial experts. Secondly, these volunteers spread knowledge by conducting workshops in their communities.
WISER is a 3-tier program. First, school level, second, regional level, and third, national level.
Our volunteer network consists of 25 students from Welland Girls School.
National level. Online sessions were conducted with financial literacy expert Ms. Priya Bhardwaj and HDFC investor awareness programs.
We were able to develop our own website with the help of our volunteers. It consists of details about the campaign, including comprehensive financial literacy modules curated by us.
We are proud to present to you Vidnimit, our flagship program. It is a form on the WISER website which generates a list of personalized government schemes after answering a few basic questions.
Regional level. Our volunteers conducted workshops in several places around the country. This was during the summer vacations.
School level. We conducted workshops for different classes, quizzes during assembly, as well as workshops for the support staff in our school.
On our Founders Day, we got the opportunity to showcase our program to a wider parent community.
सेशंस एक बार बड़े हो जाएंगे और जो हमारा इनकम आएगा उसका कैसे बचत बनाना है, उसको कैसे सेव करना है।
जो ये सोचते थे माइंड में बचत करेंगे, तो वो अब सोच लिया कि इस महीने से बचत करनी है ताकि आगे अपने बच्चों के लिए कुछ इकट्ठा कर पाए।
Our efforts were recognized by local newspapers such as Dainik Jagran and Hindustan Times.
In the future, our network of volunteers from different classes in our school will take over the program as they will continue to conduct workshops in as well as out of school.
WISER initiates a cycle of awareness, information and change. One where every person, no matter their background, has equal access to their resources and rights.